Hello and welcome to the second grade trimester 1 lesson 5 video. In this video you will have the students negotiate the data that they collected from the investigation in the previous lesson. So in lesson 4, if you remember, they created a model of what the river would look like and how a river would carve sediment through the model that they created through their water table or their trays. So in this lesson, you are just going to have them just kind of explain what they saw, ask them questions about, this model didn't take very long, but what about the real Cedar River? Do you think that took a long time to make those islands and other landforms, or do you think that happened very quickly as well? And just having that as kind of the focal point of your discussion, and also just have them, you could also ask the question if they have seen other landforms like the ones in their model, in their water table, in real rivers. But the main point of conversation is just going to be talking about if they think the real Cedar River took thousands of years to make the landforms that we see right now, or if it happened very quickly, like through a flood. And clearly the right answer is it took thousands of years, but you don't want to tell them yet. And also, when they get done having that conversation, you're going to also follow up with, well, what do you think the Cedar River and Waterloo will look like thousands of years in the future? And I would suggest having the picture of the actual Cedar River up when they do this, because it'll be interesting to see if they draw an exact replica of what the Cedar River looks like now, because you would want them to draw something different, because then that would go along with our big idea that the Earth is always changing. So so this space here is where they would draw, and then down here, they would either, I support the claim that the river will look the same in 1,000 years, and my evidence is, I don't know what the evidence would be, or I support the claim that the river will look very different, and my evidence is, the water is moving and it's always going to move sediment, so there's always going to be changes in the Earth. So each student would do this claim on their own after you have the negotiation. So this, if every kid doesn't participate in the negotiation, you would still have every kid make this claim on page 5 in their thinking log.